Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I'm streaming Lord of the Rings Online this evening, and we are finally finished with the Shire and our Guardian, so I am switching to my Warden to just do some questing in Dol Dinen. I don't really have all that much planned besides going into Dol Dinen and doing the questing for this. It's just kind of something I thought I could do on my Warden here. And speaking of that, I already actually went into Dol Dinen because I didn't think about doing this until after doing basically the first quest. I just walked in and killed like a signature goblin and got that first quest done. It looks like I also killed a couple other goblins, got their colors. I also had this other quest from this kind of Estalden area, a little bit to the east of that, I think the hill on this side in Animal Geese. But anyway, that was just the orchard one. I picked up the last thing I needed for that quest. And I also forgot to share to Twitter that I'm actually live, so I will do that. Okay, got that done. But I'm also here, I'm just around Dol Dinen. I didn't actually get any quests. Well, let me take that back. I picked up some quests from a little camp from the guy that has the Dol Dinen quest, but I haven't really done any of Estalden or any other quests around this area on this character, so it's just gonna kind of be doing the quests I get along the way. I know you get a lot once you're in there, and this little chain does give some. It might even have been from this guy. Maybe I should check this camp out real quick just in case though. But yeah, that is just what I plan on doing today. Hopefully we can finish it all. I might split this into a couple parts depending how long I go this evening, basically. And for some reason, I'm gonna turn my audio off. I do that. There we go. Oh, that's loud. Okay, yeah, I don't have anything to do here. That's just the summoning horn. Go ahead and get these U branches. So this character is my woodworker. I haven't actually done, I don't know if I've done a stream on this character, this Warden, before. But she has been in a few of my videos and is my Warden on the Legendary server. Same name as the one on Arkenstone. So yeah, we'll kind of see where this questing goes, I suppose. I have a lot of quests to turn in, but I don't know all what they are. I think I'm also spec'd Yellow Line right now. Yellow Line's been pretty good for any sort of landscape stuff I've been doing, but for a more dense camp like this, I might switch that to the red line. I also have blue line set up. I don't know if I'll need that much. I'll actually probably will have to switch to it for a couple parts in this. It might be helpful. But yeah, I think even the yellow line I'm killing fine with my melee stance. But I guess to show why the yellow line is so good for most of the general landscape is that is pretty much all you have to do for some fights. So like this one, I'll just start with that and yeah, use that gamut basically twice, at least I have to with these mobs, and that's it. And if you do happen to pull more, you can start building up towards Surety of Death. I don't have any of the other Fish Shield besides Warcry, which isn't all that impactful. But yeah, that's pretty much why I have the yellow line. It's actually pretty useful. And also getting the increased damage with your actual javelin skills can help. It looks like my inventory is about full. That's actually not good, because I plan to be here a while. So maybe we should try and do something about that real quick. I also have a ton of quests to turn in. I have my Warden class quests I could also do. Pretty sure I did the level 15 one on this character. Looks like I got a defeat. So show a color, bring color, and then these quests I'm not going to do because I leveled too high to get around to doing that. I was planning on streaming Nan Wathrin on this character as well, but we didn't get around to that either. So let's go ahead and cancel these. I need to clean my quest log here. Definitely won't be doing all these Breland quests again. I think these are, I did most of Barrow Downs. Hey Severin W. So yeah, I probably should have done this before I started this, but I didn't even realize my quest log was so messier that I'd want it this clean. So yeah, I only actually have Captains of the Black Tide, so I might do that before I go back to town and sell. And then I'll do some more turn-ins and see what I get. As far as this character's gear goes, I actually crafted myself a teal It happened to crit. I didn't actually like spin the journal on that. But yeah, this character is my woodworker, and I had the level 30 recipe for the spear and javelin, so I made those. I have a level 20 class item still, I suppose. Pretty sure we make the Warden carvings. Yeah, I only have the recipe, it looks like, for the level 21 though. But I guess I could make myself the level 30 if I wanted. Okay, so these three captains, they're actually kind of spread out, but we can do that. We'll probably actually get more quests along the way. How do I already have 49 out of 60 wargs in the North Downs? I'm pretty sure I have not killed that many wargs, so I'm kind of curious where that's come from. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm even in the yellow line still. So yeah, we'll probably go ahead and switch that to the red line. Actually, I can switch my blue line and just keep going about those. I don't mind spending the money to respec. Actually, that is kind of expensive, 75 silver. This level, definitely Gambit Builder damage. Light type damage. There we go. I also have another priority to use Critical Strike as much as possible, even though it's a useless skill. It only did 150 damage there. I don't need to kill these wargs, but I just see that I only need 6 left for the Warg Slayer deed here in North Downs. Somehow. I'm still trying to think what... Oh, probably Fornost? Yeah. So Fornost has some wargs in it, so I'm assuming that's where that was from. Looks like we got a captain here. I know there are some more dangerous areas with some more elites and difficult mobs, basically, in Dol Dinen, so I do have to be a bit careful to make sure I'm not just running into a camp of those. So this one's just a signature. Yeah, I thought I already filtered those. Whenever I get 4 loot boxes on a character, I start filtering them because I don't really want any more. Okay, so we got that captain done. But if my memory is correct, I think you start getting more quests as you get deeper into Dol Dinen, like once I get to the next captain. So what am I on goblins? I'm already on the advanced one, 45 out of 120. And this character, some other things I plan to do on this character, since I like Warden, I really haven't played my Warden that much on the Legendary server. Since I have my Lore Master in that series, I've just played that character a lot more, but I still love playing Wardens. And I haven't, I even gotta remind myself what all is useful. The bleeds aren't all that strong at this level, and you only have power attack, but it's still, it's still another dot to put on enemies. I know I have to focus on the captains a little bit. There's one on the map, okay, it's this Captain Dombury guy. So yeah, I might actually, before I get too far into Dol Dinen, we'll go ahead and return and turn in which quests I have and, yeah, sell and actually get my inventory ready. I didn't realize when I came down here I was so full. It'd probably... Where's my... This is the Trestle Bridge. I should have the swift travel to Estelden. I don't know why I want it. So I could do... I have a muster in Oscaruth, which can take me... Okay. I think I have a plan here. I really should have done this stuff before, but I paid 0 attention at all to my inventory. And I was just kind of here in Dol Dinen. I traveled down here to slowly go about these quests, but then decided I might as well stream it. Probably go to my personal house first and drop off whatever housing items I have there. But yeah, if I go to my kin house, I can get that ingredient pack and get my 6 universal ingredients for the day, so that'll be helpful for me to craft stuff. Those are really nice to craft the one-shot recipes like the level 30, 40 stuff. So for example, on this character, I don't have any of my artisan stuff open, but I could craft like the level 40 but javelin and spear with that. So we are returning to my lovely house, and we have another painting to add here. There we go. I think that looks even. So I'll just turn around a bit. Now we have 6 of those paintings, and we still have the bingo buff, and that's what that was. That was his path in the Shire there. We have a small version of that somewhere. I don't remember where though. Oh, here it is. Okay, now I can go to my kin's house. So I'm using all my travel, so we'll be pretty stuck in Dol Dinen once we get back there. Actually, I won't use my map home because I'll use my swift travel. I don't think Trestle Bridge to Estelden's that quick, really. And I can just swift travel from Oscaruth to Bree to Estelden. I should also make sure I don't have any other muster skills yet. I have muster, yeah, just in Oscaruth. I don't really want Smell the Roses on my bar. So Smell the Roses is just something you get when you have the Journeyman riding thing. Yeah, I don't really end up using it. So I have Destiny points as well. I have a lot of those now. I've been mainly saving them for my Runekeeper so he can get to level, well now to kind of in the level 40s and then eventually to level 50 with the stuff I'll be doing on him. Which I wasn't quite ready to start today, but we might start that later this week. But yeah, I'm wondering if I should go ahead and use some Destiny points because I'm starting to finally get a few of those. What am I even doing? I'm just like so used to crafting when I go here after I get those ingredient packs on my ults, but we'll go ahead and just go to Oscaruth and keep going. We can destroy that loot box. Main thing I guess I need to do is probably stop my vault at least. I can do the one in Westbury, that would help a lot too. I don't even know if I've been here on this character. Because this is right near Gartha Garwan, that's kind of around the level I am. Hey Aldrith. So yeah, we have Southbury we can just go to. But yeah, there are a lot of things I can do on my Warden besides just random quest sets like this and busy camps. Like Dol Dinen's a pretty significant area I can do a lot of questing in, and it's a little bit more difficult because it is a fellowship area, but I hope I can handle it at least on this character. Kinda forget what my armor is. So I made the level 20 set for this character. It looks like a couple pieces crit. But yeah, that's just kind of what I have. It actually looks like I'm still in that full set. And then I think somebody in the kin made me a Warden shield that, oh, I already replaced it actually. So I need to go to Westbury. I am glad I'm doing this before we get all stuck in Dol Dinen though, because I did not realize my inventory was full. And it will give me a chance to turn in those quests when we go back. Okay, so stop my vault. Oh, I do have a lot of stuff on this character in there. So yeah, I was going to put all my crafted stuff in there if I can go ahead and buy another thing. We'll do chest 2. This will quickly fill up my vault space though. I still have a couple other things I'd like to put in here. My Tome of Defense, Slayer Deed Accelerator, that cosmetic thing. This can go in chest 2. This can go in there. Actually, I'd like to use these. I have a lot of crafted items that can... yeah, so it's in chest 1. Like, these are mainly converted resources, and I can just go back and take these out of my vault when I get to crafting again on this character. It's basically left over from when I leveled my crafting, a lot of this stuff, and slowly using it, still have a use for it. Okay, that looks pretty good. I guess I will go ahead and fit in my shared storage what I can fit in it, because some of this stuff I don't as much need on this character, or for other crafting things like the Lebethron. I don't expect to get any of those pristine hides. They're a whole, I think, tier above what I would be. So yeah, we have, okay. Probably, yeah, put that in there. If I had actually planned and got this character ready, I did not need to be doing all this stuff. Okay, now we can finally sell. I guess I'll keep these maps. Some of these recipes I don't actually need to keep again, like that one I don't. Definitely want to save my Flame of Encalamir, even though I don't think there's much so that one I need to keep. Much you can really use it for at this point unless you actually open loot boxes. Okay, so that really helped clean my inventory a lot. Now I can get these and sell them. Oh, I could actually do my Warden class quest while we're here as well. I don't know what all it involves, but it's something we could do beforehand while we're taking all these distractions. Let's go ahead and untrack that one and just see who I need to talk to. So I do need to go back to Southbury for this one. Kind of glad I thought about that because it is something I wanted to go ahead and do today if I had time, but since we're kind of at the beginning here, I can go ahead and get it done. I forget that your muster skills don't have an hour cooldown like the reputation travel, so that is a bit nice. See, I have, yeah, my level 30 quest available. Have that ready to finish. Warden skills, so I get Wages of Fear. I do get muster and a Dol in one level, so that'll be nice. Battle memory don't get to level 40, that'll be pretty significant for me. So what is this class quest? I remember I did it pretty recently, I think. Let's see. In North Downs, in Meluinen and in North Downs, so that's pretty convenient since I'm headed to North Downs there. In Meluinen, it's just pretty close to Dol. I don't usually go this way. If I'm ever going from Southbury to Westbury, I always go like what I consider more of the main road path. So this will be interesting. I just like never go in this area of Bree. No, there's the Runekeeper trainer there. The burglar trainer I had no idea was over here. See, what else is here? A taxidermist? Oh, I need to visit a taxidermist. I can try that on this character. Or no, I don't even have anything to take on this character. Thought I might have had some account bound stuff maybe. But I need to really go there on my lore master. I just never think about it. Okay, now we can head back to Dol Dinen and maybe get back to Dol Dinen eventually. I don't know. I don't think I'll have a travel to Meluinen, so I should just go ahead and run there from here. I'm curious how long Dol Dinen will take once I get to it, though. So I'm trying to think if I want to try and split this into two parts, or if it just won't be enough to do that. Also, my graphics especially... Yeah, I'm getting 60 FPS pretty consistent here, but compared to the Shire, I don't mind a little bit higher frill density. Okay, that might actually be a bit much. I might actually like it more around 25, even better. full frill density, that just looks pretty horrible to me. Like, I think that's way too many frills at least. Maybe 30. I still like them. I think they're better than not having any at all, but it's just way too dense, and that's one of my favorite changes to the graphic settings they've made lately. Oh yeah, don't I have to go to like a troll cave or something like that for this? I believe I do. I recently did a lot of this stuff on Dol, which is kind of why I'm so familiar with it, but it's still fun to do again, and Dol Dinen on a Warden at least is really fun to me. Wounded elves? I don't know how long this takes, or I don't remember the specific details of it. I just remember going into this cave, and I think I get to kill trolls for it, but it might be another one that I'm thinking of specifically when you can fight a lot of them. Is this like Harlog? Is that? No, Harlog's in Lowlands. It's this area, but this is Tar Gonwath? Gonwaith? Yeah, I've just always thought of this as Meluinen, I think. Just the troll area of it. Oh, we get to kill some Warden. Yeah, Surety of Death does a lot of damage at this point. 1400 crits at least seems like a lot to me. Wish I remembered how much damage some of my other characters did around this level, or also even compare it to my slightly lower level characters, just to compare it a bit better. But I feel like Warden's still one of the stronger DPS ones. Especially in longer fights where their dots actually get to go out, because you have quite a few dots, and I don't even have them all at this point, but I still have two decent dots and one strong one. I just saw these trolls here, so I figured I would kill them, but looks like I actually need to. Completed Troll Slayer, that's nice. I assume I got progress on that from Fornos as well. I don't know if I ever finished all my thoughts about the instances on this character, so instances I want to do on this character and streams in particular include Fornos, because I haven't actually... I think I've done the first 2 wings. Don't think I have done... well, I haven't done Fire because that would unlock Shadow, so that's my point with that. And Javelin, it has physical mastery. Wow. And I just made myself that level 30 Javelin, but I think this one's slightly better for the physical mastery. And I know I lose crit rating and physical mitigation, but no, unless the spear looks like really good for cosmetics. Yeah, my Javelin and spear actually look the exact same right now, which is kind of weird. Question this character's crafting when that happens. So yeah, this Javelin, just to show my Javelin skill, goes from, it actually does increase damage even though I decrease weapon DPS, which is really weird. But I get enough physical mastery, it looks like, so I go 120.7 to 126.6, which is enough, and that'll affect all my melee skills, which are most of my skills. So we already got the level 30 class quest done. And I do have some turn-ins to do in Estelden along the way to Dol Dinen, or I would just go the back way. That would be pretty fun. So yeah, we'll stop by Estelden first, and I do want to look at my class deeds some, since I've been trying to focus more on these a little bit. So we have a lot of these. Okay, I'll just go in order from these. Precise Blow, that was one. I could definitely try to use that one more. Block attacks. strike with javelin skills. This one will be, I think you have to use your actual javelin skills and not javelin gambits. That one's gonna take a while, but since I tank a lot more on my Warden, that, you know, it's not something you can really control, but it will get done. This is the one you really have to focus on because critical strike is basically useless. And you also, on top of just having to use it 75 times with its sort of specific requirements, you have to get 75 crits with it, so that one's annoying. And then strike with goad, I use goad quite a bit. We'll use it a lot more at level 40, I think, or starting at level 40. Safeguards one I actually don't use that much, it's the shield spear shield gambit. Persevere, I just got this one. This might have been one of the level 30 ones. I guess I can't see. I can actually pull up my actual skill panel and see. I'm pretty sure that's the 5 gambit. No? Oh, Persevere is the 2 gambit one. So yeah, I don't use that one all that much either. Death Strike is one I would need to try to use Death Strike a bit more. Block attacks. That sounds awfully familiar. Warcry. You know, that's kind of like goad at this point. Probably use it slightly more than goad. Fierce Resolve. Used to be a lot better to use your morale tap, so that one I'll have to try to use a little bit more. They're just not all that good anymore. Worry blocks. This one's defensive strike, which I'm guessing is shield. Yep. So yeah, that's another one I'd have to try. It looks like the spear, shield, fist spear are ones I should try to use a little bit more. Okay. I just want to make sure I can defeat wargs. What type of wargs? I'll go ahead and accept that quest because I have to defeat a lot in Dol Dinen, but yeah, that's not going to be those wargs. I don't think I get any quests for Dol Dinen here, but I thought I'd go ahead and check everybody to make sure. See if this guy, he has, yeah, he goes, this is Tenuter. That's right. Give you a lot of quests to go to other places. And then, yeah, I don't want to check out any of those. Just make sure, actually I have a turn in here, okay. Not seeing too appealing of rewards. So that one's just plain done. This one's Earthkin Chieftain. Oh no, won't be doing that. I don't know if there's a quest in here. There might be one. It's a little crafting hall area. I don't think there is. There might be. For some reason I was thinking there was a reputation one. There's a woodworker, tailors. Actually, I need to join the woodworkers guild on this character. I haven't done any of the guild crafting. A lot of it I don't find too fun to do. And also not all that rewarding either. Okay, so yeah, we are good to head down to Dol Dinen then. Oh, I forgot we do have the 2 turn-ins along the way still. Guess I can track all of these at this point. I think it is worth following. Only a 30-second break. Finish. Okay. Not really expecting to get many quests to go back to Dol Dinen because from what I remember you kind of go in there and then you'll have some final turn-ins, but that's it. You don't have to go back because you get a lot of the quests along the way. There is a fearsome horror mantle. I was wondering, he looked a lot different than these ones. And then I think I have one more turn in the Iron Collar. Oh, that's back at Fornos, that's right. So yeah, I also eventually we'll head to the Fornos camp on this character just to get the Fornos quest for once I actually run the instance fully. There's a slight chance that could be tomorrow, depending what all I get done earlier in the day. And if I finish Dol Dinen, and if I don't finish Dol Dinen, I'll probably just do that tomorrow. So I don't know what I have to do along the way here besides Hiccup. It doesn't look like I need to kill anything. Kind of unfortunately, just because there's so many mobs. Okay, we'll go ahead and do one killing here. I feel like I should kill regular mobs while I can. Make sure I use Fierce Resolve since I need that for the deed. It is actually a little bit useful. It's a weak morale tap, but on so many mobs it will have some impact at this point. Oh, I have a signature on me as well, and the dots aren't helping, but I think I'm safe at least. Our heals are a lot weaker than they used to be. Something I need to get used to as well. It's still nice to have them, they're just not really as effective as they used to be. I totally just dragged that skill off. Did I like use all my food on this character? That's so weird. This might be one of my only characters that doesn't have like a huge excess of food. Most of the time I could probably actually use it on this character and make this, with all the elites and some of the tougher stuff in here, a little bit easier. So here's the captain. I still need to defeat this one. I'm just wondering at this point if the DPS in the red line, because it's not that much, you do get all the increased light damage, but I think you can even get that at this point in the blue line if I'm not mistaken. It might be a whole tier later though. But if it's worth staying in the red line versus just switching to the blue line to make stuff easier too. So yeah, I might actually do that. I feel like I'm dying kind of easy here. Of course I am fighting two elites, but yeah, I can get light type damage in the blue line. Increased healing. Oops. There, that's how I want it. Wow, that was really rude of him to evade all those. So yeah, as far as the healing, that's one of the things I want to check out. So restoration, it still heals more in the blue line, I think, at this point. Maybe it doesn't. I'm kind of going in backwards order for these, but trying to see how much they help. And they definitely help defensively. As long as you have your dots to actually kill the mobs, it can be useful, I think. We'll see as we go along a bit. I do want to try to kill 3 elites here. Now I'm just like kind of testing, having fun killing these elites. But I will focus a bit more on the specific quests I have in a moment. So we got the AoE morale tap, which is still not healing me all that much or doing that much damage, but it is taking away at their health. And yeah, I'm just dying and don't have much to help sustain. Actually should use Defiant Challenge. The reflection on that's pretty strong right now. And I mean, I can just go through the healing line like that. I get some buffs along the way as well. Conviction gives me tactical mitigation, so I'd probably want to use Dance of War as well, if I am looking to be more defensive. I have that right? No, I don't even have defense. Dance of War. So yeah, I only get the tactical mitigation one. I want physical mitigation over tactical, definitely. Oh, 10% out of combat run speed. I didn't even know that was a racial trait. That's nice. My virtues, yeah, I haven't done many deeds on this character. Okay, so specific mobs we need to defeat. I do have Orgmaster. Orgmaster's right here, so we'll go ahead. I guess we'll go around the kind of opposite way I was going to go. So Wargmaster should be here around the other captain I defeated. Longbirds, Berserkers, don't need them for anything specific. They count for my Orc Slayer deed, which I do want to get done. I don't know if I'll try to get that done while here, or I don't know if Fornost has orcs. It has orcs, okay. That's just, Fornost is a pretty good, convenient instance to get some of those done. So I'm looking for the Wargmaster. I am not seeing him. He is in the green circle, yeah, Wargmaster, Rogzok. There's the captain again. Also don't know what the oh, here's a rare signature. He won't be too tough to defeat. That was a pretty easy adamant shard. Really? An artisan adamant? I won't complain about that. I'm just surprised I got something that high level at this point. There's Longbird's Warkeeper. Don't need that one. I need the Wargmaster. Rogzok. Yeah, he didn't look like a Wargmaster to me. Well, there's a Warg. Oh, so the Wargmaster is actually a Warg. I expected it to be a Orc. Oh, I have this Warkeeper attacking me. Or not. Okay, we'll do the full Warden preparation. I'm totally going out of stealth with this, aren't I? It actually doesn't take me out of stealth, okay. But yeah, we'll run up, we'll even use critical strike there. Oh, and mess up where my fingers are. Yeah, I'm having lag with these Gambit builders and it's worrying me, but eventually Surety of Death goes off. Try and out-heal this dot. This is like just a character I really feel like I could use food on compared to anything else I've done. I have so much excess food, so we'll go ahead and open the level 30 thing. I assume I'll get some potions, which seem like they will be helpful. Do have one restoration potion I can use, or rejuvenation. I mean, it would also, as far as me getting somewhat close to dying and having to worry about that a little bit, it would help if I didn't pull just 3 elites at once. So what's this light green thing? So that's just Orcs of the Blood, Captain. So yeah, I'll go back and do that Captain way back here. We have to go in a specific area for some of these orcs, so I think the Battle Master specifically, if I remember, will lead me to another little quest chain in the southeastern area of Dol Dinen. Like, all we've defeated are combatants, and here we'll get some more quests with these ballistas and that type of stuff, which I guess I can start picking them up. But also, here are the trolls, and I do have those for one of the quests. So this one's Siegecraft. So I actually don't mind avoiding these mobs right now. I only need 8 more combatants, and they're kind of the main ones out in this area, so whenever I do need them, it will be no problem getting them. I will loot this random wooden chest though. Got platinum ore. I really need platinum, gold, and silver for my jeweler. This camp looks... Here's the captain I need. This one looks pretty easy. We just have a signature, 2 regulars, and an elite. Although one of them's wanting to put poison on me and just shoot from the arrow. Probably the signature. This would be a really nice time to also have some more gambits than I do. I just got Piercing Strike as well. But just having more in the fish shield line would be really helpful right now for some more AoE dots. Okay, that's all I needed to do right there, so we are ready to get some progress on the trolls and do the siegecraft quest. Try and not pull too many mobs along the way. Okay, here are you branches. I don't know why I don't have those tracked. I'll go ahead and stop here and fight this group. So Defiant Challenge, yeah, that gives the reflection, which is strong, but as far as the use, defensive use out of it, I don't really have much. And of course the Force Taunt isn't applying right now. This is an easy way to actually restore morale while in between fights. It actually probably would be quicker to just wait and let your out of combat regen, but it's also fun to be able to do some range gambits and kill them that way. There's a bone speaker. I guess I don't, oh, I do need those. I thought I needed them and I was like, there's a ring above them though. The health shouts are actually a bit distracting on a Warden, I think, because you just shout so much. It seems to break the flow and just be really random to me, at least. Okay, so yeah, we need 10 of those bone speakers. I don't know where all they are. I just have a lot on the map, and so that one's weakening the tide. Yeah, they look to be pretty populated in here. So yeah, I guess I should think about defeating some trolls now. This one's only a signature, so that's pretty easy. I wonder if signature might just be able to apply those 2 dots, and that's all I need to worry about. I know it does less damage because of their mitigations and stuff, and you don't get all that many ticks from your dots. They only last, I think, 4 ticks, most of them. The bleeds might be different, but I think all the light dots are, yeah, they're 16 seconds. Oh, we have a lead on us. Wonder, yeah, that morale tap is definitely not strong. Mosin Wrath, I think LOTRO is worth playing in today's gaming. Obviously, I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't think that. But yeah, I think it is free to play, and I definitely think it's worth trying if you're interested in it at all. Is pretty much my standard response when anybody asks, because I do think it is worth that. I don't know why I feel the need to move so much when I'm playing a Warden, but I just like press Q and E all the time when I'm in combat. There's not much point to it unless you're kiting them specifically out of the mob's melee range, which I never feel like doing, really. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to destroy here. Might as well just continue with that. I have no idea what the point of that was, but yeah, LOTRO is actually a pretty good game if you don't like grouping. You can just go about the storyline solo and go about the game on your own. I know of a lot of people that do that. Don't really know a lot because a lot of the people I play with, well, they like grouping. Looks like, I don't know if I need everything specifically, each of these rings. I need 6 more things. I don't know, maybe I'll backtrack a little bit down here. So there is a cash shop, which is the LOTRO store. And bag space, I don't have any issue, but I have like the maximum upgraded. I don't think it's a big-ish issue, but it can be definitely convenient to like end up buying more. But yeah, there is a cash shop, and as far as content you get, you only get to like level 30 for free, basically. Is how it works, and after that you have to pay, which is could be in the cash shop or by a subscription. And the shop specifically is called the LOTRO store. This might be way too many mobs than I can handle. Actually, it looks like only 4 elites, so we'll actually try to kill 4 elites here. One thing I don't have is Never Surrender. That would be really helpful. Looks like one of them's running away anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Yes, this character really likes to yell. I feel like I'm destroying all these things but not getting progress on my quest. I don't know, I probably am. Bag space is per character. You do have a shared storage thing, which is like a bank that you can share between your characters, but yeah, regular bag space is per character. Okay, I need to go up this hill to do this. This is really not safe pulling all these mobs and just running about like this, but I feel like I need to go back here and get a couple of these quest items. Hold up. Yeah, I don't mind answering questions about LOTRO at all. Oh, actually, I don't need to pull him. Oh, I guess I'll pull him anyway. Okay, one more item right here that I want to get. Wardens used to be, even at this point, one of the better classes for soloing difficult stuff like this, but I feel like at least Bjornings are quite a bit better at it now. Not only is their damage pretty strong, they're really survivable. Harten's a really strong heal at this point. And yeah, just compared to my Bjorning in here that I've played somewhat recently, and even a little bit since the update, it's just a little bit more difficult, not a whole lot more difficult. There are not tameable creatures at all. So yeah, I agree that would be a fun thing in LOTRO, and is kind of a fun thing in WoW on Hunters, but yeah, there's nothing like that in LOTRO. The closest thing is Lore Masters, one of the classes. They just have animal pets, but you don't tame them, you just kind of summon them. And then they're all also cosmetic pets, but you don't run around taming them either. You get them through various things that just are out there and they don't do anything though. Yeah, this particular class does a lot of the screaming. A couple other classes do screaming like that, but yeah. Even one of my skills is called Warden's Taunt, so this is the Warden class, and that's one of the ones that makes you scream since it's an actual taunt. You're actually taunting the enemy there. I don't know if this is your first time seeing the game. This might not be the best particular class to watch because it is one of the more advanced ones. Using the gambit system and building specific order of your gambit builders to use a gambit skill. No, your pets definitely don't loot for you. How much damage is that? So that dot, Impressive Flourish, that one actually seemed... that's not too bad. You also get the defensive boost with Impressive Flourish. I have to see what the defensive on that are again. Maybe, if I want to stop lagging. Oh, great. Oh, it actually, okay. If this is still going, but hold up, it looks like, well, yeah, reset right there. So I was saying I didn't know if the stream was still going. I had a little lag spike there and the stream decided to disconnect and drop a bunch of frames, but it looks like we're back. What was I going on about? I don't even know. Oh, I was testing, so impressive, but it's good to know. Probably Maddening Strike is... maybe with that one I will be cap mitigation wise. I don't know how worth it is to really try and build those like in the middle of fights here versus just killing the enemy and using, like, if I want to use something defensive, use something that also heals me. Yeah, if I had Dance of War, that would actually be really helpful. What am I even doing? I gotta remind myself. Getting all distracted by gambits and what's most efficient to keep me alive. So I have to destroy, or I guess collect one more thing. Collect a catapult pinion. But yeah, I think because of the dot specifically, Impressive Flourish can be worth using at this point. It's kind of a little bit different than a morale tap, but with how weak the morale taps are, it's almost like a replacement. Does damage, does a decent tier 1 dot, while at the same time at least providing a defensive boost but not healing me. Also wouldn't mind looking at least at the defensive stats provided by the shield spear line. So we have Persevere, which does a little bit of block rating and block chance, along with the weak heal. It's a little bit better heal, again, block chance, block rating. There's actually one more, this one I pretty much never use. I don't think all classes have self heals. Maybe all of them do. No, some of them have like cooldowns that will heal them, but as far as consistent heals, not all classes really have that. So that one's just a big buff for your block chance, that one's only partial block. Yeah, I think Restoration is pretty much always more useful than the buff. Anyway, that was neat to check out, but time to get back to killing. So a lot of the classes that can play healers, they of course have some self heals, but some examples, one particular class is a Lore Master. That one, they can heal other people but not themselves with the 30-second cooldown skill. So they aren't really the best healers, but they get one of their main heals not until level 66, which can heal themselves, but it's more of a heal over time. So I'm taking a lot of damage here. I'm just kind of spamming the same skill, hoping I can live, which I think is the best way to go about this if I'm actually in a more difficult fight like that. instead of worrying about my defenses at all, just killing the enemies before they kill me. But yeah, another class like a hunter, the ranger class, they have a cooldown that will give them a bubble, and they can also, in one of their specific specs, they can get some self-heals. What am I always do this when I'm questing and get distracted and talk. I have no idea what I actually need to do. So I have a couple rings here. I'm curious what those are. I have a red ring. Okay, so those rings aren't actually anything I specifically need to do. I get a bone speaker, and this is where I really need to go. I need to go up here, but I also want to kill 3 more trolls. I don't know if there are trolls in this area. This is actually where there are some trolls up there, but this is where Attack at Dawn, which is in Dol Dinen, but the skirmishes. I really miss more alt taps actually being a lot more useful. Like, not only was it strong and fun in that way, but they were just fun to use. Who did I pull? Okay. So it's pretty much mainly generic mounts. They do have some mounts that are like, they have Steed as a Warden, for example, as a Warden class mount, but any character can use it. It's just the name of the Steed. I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. I think anybody can use it. I've never actually used one of those, so I just assume that's how it works. Yep, now I get my more quests. So this was the Master of the Black Tide quest. That one was really hard when I went here on Leviden. So we'll see how that goes. I don't even want to use Maddening Strike. Maddening Strike used to do a ton of upfront damage. I have no idea what I'm doing. But actually, I wonder if that, hold up. I wonder if Warcry stacks with that. Yeah, it doesn't even look like Warcry stacks with that, the Impressive Flourish. Okay, let's actually kill this mob some. No flying mounts. See, there are regular mounts, and then they have war steeds in this game with mounted combat, but it's a pretty clunky system. I don't enjoy it all too much. So this one, I don't even know what quest I just finished. We'll try and sneak past this one. I actually have a stealth, but I think, hold up. I have a stealth, but I think whenever you move, it gets you out of stealth. But I really gotta try and do this, so I'm trying to use Critical Strike for the deed. And I need to get crits with Critical Strike, and you have to specifically use it even though it's a useless skill. Let's see, so what mobs do I even need? I still need 12 Manslayers and 6 Battlemasters, so those will be coming up. There are the Manslayers, and there's a Bone Speaker. I think I finished the Bone Speaker quest. Okay, I'm just gonna pull all these, it looks like. Oh, why am I using goad? Yes, you can have more than one mount per character. Some mounts are account bound and you'll get them on all your characters, but most of them are per character basis. Most of the ones that are account bound you get from like pre-ordering some of the expansions back when they had those. Or even just buying the expansion in some cases. And yeah, that's kind of how I might have to use a potion here. I wasn't using potions because I didn't have many, and you know, I'll try and avoid using them if I don't need to, but I do have 6 now, so I feel safer using them. But yeah, just to show all them, hold up, where's my mounts? Yeah, all the mounts I have all these, and most of these are just ones I've gotten from various, you know, pre-orders, buying things. You get some for just playing so many years. You get this Festive Azure horse for that. Maybe even some other ones from stuff like that. I'm not even sure anymore where they all came from. And kind of like WoW, you also have to buy, you only have to buy it once, but you have to buy like the riding trade, I think it's called, to allow you to even ride mounts. So I'm kind of just seeing which way I want to go about going through this, because this is a more difficult area. Okay. Potions aren't really hard to come by. They used to be, but they just drop so much now that you hopefully won't have any issue trying to find them. They aren't the most helpful. This restores, yeah, I guess it restores about a quarter of my morale maybe. At most, with if it restores the 800 side of that. And they have a 2-minute cooldown, which is the main thing with them. You can't use them all that much. You can buy, let's see, there's this in-game currency that's slightly different. So you have gold, silver, and copper, and you also have those marks and medallions which you can use to buy potions. I don't think you can buy them with your coins. And you can also buy special potions in the shop, but they aren't the most useful. The one right here, Rejuvenation Potion, is one you can buy. I think it's relatively cheap, but just something to help you if you really want to spend money on that for some reason, but they aren't the most effective either. They have a shorter cooldown though. Trade skills like crafting. So there are vocations in this game which each contain 3 little crafting professions, and usually 2 of them work together. So like Forester and Woodworker to go together. Forester to gather the materials, and Woodworker to make stuff like wooden weapons. And Farmer is the 3rd one on this, which I don't really do, but if you want to do that. So that's basically how that works, and they do have something. They have some, pretty much a crafting thing for everything that would make sense to have something be craftable by it. Like weapons, armor, jewelry, even potions, you can craft those. You can craft various buffs, you can craft food, which is the cook. That is one thing different, kind of, than WoW, is there's no tailoring, no first aid. And what's the other one? What am I thinking? I'm trying to get through this fight as well. There's oh yeah, cook. That's what. So WoW has like cook and first aid as something you can just get without, it's not like a main profession thing, so in LOTRO the cook is a main profession. Okay, I have no idea why I got on my mount, just used to getting on it after fights, I guess. So I completed Masters of the Black Siege. Now I need Master of the Black Tide. So yeah, got all the trolls. I want to go ahead and loot this corpse. My morale's pretty low, so I don't want to start a fight right now, and I don't have any food on this character. I actually never did all that much crafting in WoW. I don't know, maybe in WoW Classic I'll get into it a bit more, but yeah, whenever I've tried to do it, it's just kind of fallen. I've mainly done gathering professions. I actually did tailor a little bit in Draenor on my... So I take that back. I actually did get a little bit more into crafting in... what was that one? Yeah, Warlords of Draenor. And I guess Legion a little bit, what I played of Legion. I might actually die this fight if I'm not careful. I'll go ahead and use a potion. This fight's going really poorly for me. I think the Bone Speaker's the one that needs to die here. Or the Archer. One of them, my debuff, I think, is also... Oh, a convenient time to level. Travel to Evendem. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. Always hated tailoring. It was just my mage that had tailoring. It was somewhat useful for him. Oh, already maxed on blocking attacks, at least for that one today. This one I can still block some more attacks. What did I don't know what I even pulled the deed panel up for. Probably meant to pull up my trait panel, but I didn't get a trait point either. So we got muster and a skeleton, so now we can travel all the way there. Frost mage, so mage. I always enjoyed fire mage until about, oh no, Legion fire mage was okay in Draenor. They were kind of okay. And I always hated frost mage. I was like anti-frost mage and pretty much only played fire mage. I feel like I'm doing the skirmish here because in the skirmish you had to like destroy 2 things here, collect a flag, then you go about kind of going through that tent, but here it's just the regular landscape and we can kill. I still need the battle masters. I don't know where they are. I thought it was the battle masters that were up here, but it's the manslayers it looks like. But to continue the little mage story, now I feel like frost mage is so much more fun than fire. Fire, to me, they just keep on making fire even worse. For me at least, like just less enjoyable. So now I actually find frost mage to be more fun. I wonder if I've gotten any crits with critical strike. I've been trying to use it. It's, you know, the stun from ambush isn't all that useless. It's just running up and using critical strike isn't the best thing to do. Where is it even? Skill and power? Nope. Know your enemy? Nope. Find weakness? Oh, it's actually only at 6. I thought I was at 7. Yeah, survivability of Frost was nice because you'd slow enemies, get your slows and freeze them in place. Okay, so try to not pull these trolls, except to have a ranged mob on me. I hate just spamming the same gambits over and over, but it really probably is the best thing to do. I guess I can mix in Warcry and Goad, especially early on, that might help, but just spamming Surety of Death is probably the best way to go about this. Till we get to one mob, then I can definitely go more. Or, I guess this one, he's getting healed by the other one. Yeah, Arcane Mages, that's one we can agree on, don't really like them. It was also annoying because I would play my low-level mages as arcane because it was just so strong, but even though I didn't enjoy just the idea of what I was doing, so this camp, this is just going to be tough. There are so many mobs in here, so many elites, so many that I could accidentally pull and just die from. So we'll take it one by one if we can. I need to kill that guy. I think he's an elite master and he has 2 elites with him, that's right. So yeah, this is going to be pretty tough. And I have to pull all these guys quick enough that they don't respawn. Including the ones if I have to kite a lot, which I probably will. All the ones outside. So, Dumb Monkey, I think Explorer is a good profession. Because Explorer you get, as you mentioned, Tailor, Forester, and Prospector. And I think all those are pretty good because you get the gathering from prospecting. Oh no, I pulled way too many. These bone speakers, they're gonna kill me. I'm just going to have too many dots on me in the ranged mobs, but I'm gonna try to just run away and not use all my potions there on that fight. Usual respawn time of mobs? I don't know, probably a couple minutes to a few minutes. Like these ones that I'm pretty... Wow. That's actually a narrow gap between those mobs to aggro them. But yeah, just sometimes with this particular camp I'm worried about it because it'll take me a while to go through it and I have to run away like this. And then go back there. So I am blue line, right? Yeah. I could go slightly more defensive, but I think that would hurt me more than it would help. It'd also be really nice if I had food now. And my gear. My gear's okay, but my jewelry's really bad. Some of it's good. Oh, I do have this level 32 shield I can equip now. I forgot, I actually don't know what happened to it. I thought I had some level 31 armor to equip, maybe not. Or maybe I already equipped it because level 32? I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. So let's not do that. We'll pull, oh, that's 3 elites again. Did I get any skills when I got level 32? That's a good question. I got shield mastery. I got onslaught. That's not helpful. So yeah, shield mastery, I can go ahead and apply that pre-fight. Generally crafted gear will be really good as you level up. At higher level, crafted gear gets a lot worse and drops and quest items get a lot better. Okay, let's try this. Is there? Yeah, there's a bone speaker here. I want to kill the bone speaker first because he has heals. I actually killed one of the iron fists. Oh, the iron fist is the big troll signature. He does nothing to me. I don't know if those buffs I applied before the fight are affecting me this much, but for 3 elites, that fight, I'm like surviving really well. So maybe if I actually do plan out the fights and start them off a little bit better, we'll be fine. Sometimes you'll get drops that are really good though, especially if you do run instances, but if you, I believe you said you were more of a solo player. A lot of the instance drops can be good. Yes, there is an auction house and some gear is bind on pickup, but a lot of it is bind on equip. What am I doing? So I get increased block and evade rating from that. I really wish I had Dance of War, that would actually be quite helpful. Okay, all this preparation for a really quick fight. Oh no, they're knocking me back. Just gotta hope. Oh, they did knock me back into the other camp of mobs. Okay. Oh, and we have mobs spawning back here. This one I don't think I will live through. So you get, in LOTRO, you get like 1 free res that you can just revive where you died at. The economy, so I don't know. It's dang, my character wants to go down that little hill. I don't know what was happening there, but yeah, the economy, it's going to be a bit expensive as a new player. I really have no idea. I was just watching the playback on my stream as I died and was reviving there. I have no idea what was wrong with my character not wanting to run there. I really wish I did have some sort of food. Don't think this Matham Hunter's armor will help me. Okay, we can definitely go about this again because, you know, I used my free res and I still have a lot of potions. That time I was just knocked back by the trolls, which really hurt. And this dude wants to run like a mile away from me for some reason. Wait, how did I get 3 mobs on me again? Of course, the one I want to hit with low morale is the one that's out of range. Here he comes. Maybe I can kill him real quick. I am not trying that hill again. Oh no. Oh, I pulled the troll. Okay. Yeah, Dol Dinen, not going too well. We're at that really tough camp, and then I kind of pulled some mobs with too low health. At least we spawned pretty close to it. I didn't realize you spawned quite this close to that. We also have to kill Pakonka. I have no idea who Pakonka is. Pull this elite. And yeah, hey, diadems. I could try the red line. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would be a bit worse, but maybe it would be better. So do I need to, who do I need to kill? Who's this Pakonka guy? Looks like he's going to be around the same camp. So that's Master of the Black Tide. I'm looking for Siege Master. Yeah, he's around the same camp. So it doesn't matter too much what server you pick. They have a bit different communities. Some are role-playing and some have more EU player base than US. So like they have US and EU servers, but all of them are actually located in the US. So ping-wise or whichever, if you're worried about that at all, it doesn't really matter. But for when other people will be online more, it does matter a bit. And yeah, if you are interested in more of a roleplay server. Yeah, Redline Warden is fast DPS. That's why I'm thinking it could be better to kill the mobs faster than they can kill me compared to the blue line, where I still try to kill them faster than they kill me, but it has a bit more defensive stuff, but I'm not sure that's being all that helpful right now. So yeah, I can definitely try a few fights in the red line. This is actually still set up for the yellow line, which I'm kind of curious. I want to try and kill one of these elites in the yellow line here. This guy's actually, he's a ranged mob, so he's going to be really easy to defeat here. Well, as far as that one went, that was definitely nice in the yellow line. I guess I will pull this bone speaker. One server I can recommend is Arkenstone. That's at least the one I have most of my characters on. This character is on a different server on the Anor, which is the legendary server. In the legendary server, something for subscribers only, but it's kind of a progression server. The level cap is locked at 50 instead of the actual level cap is 120 right now. And they also have content logs, so anything released past level 50 when the game was first released you can't do, but they'll eventually progress up through the expansions and levels. No passive like that leech health per attack, but this class I'm playing right now, Wardens, they have morale taps which deal damage and heal. So like this one says it drains morale from the target to heal the Warden, so it's basically a leech like that, but right now these specific skills, and also Warden is a class you either, because Wardens and Runekeepers, they were released with the Moria expansion, so that was the first expansion to LOTRO, so you still either have to buy that expansion to get them, or you can just buy them from the LOTRO store, the cash shop, individually. But yeah, as far as I know, off the top of my head, Wardens are the only ones with something like that. Oh, I actually pulled 3 mobs here. That's definitely not good in the yellow line. Because the yellow line, I don't get any benefit in melee. It's basically a weakened blue line even. I guess I get something for kiting, but these are ranged mobs, so that's not all that helpful to me. Oh no, I thought I killed the Bone Speaker Defiler dude. I I do get ranged heals, but they are not really strong. Oh no, we actually died. That was a bit of my fault for still playing in the yellow line. I just have so much fun playing in the yellow line, but we'll go ahead and switch it to the red line and try. Bleed damage? It could... I don't think it's worth it. I only have one bleed, and it's... Yeah, I think I use Gambit Builders way more, but light type damage. So yeah, we'll try this and hopefully not die too much more. Yeah, lore masters have pets. They're kind of like casters, somewhat similar to mages. Just in that they're spellcasters. Yeah, Warden's still my main class. I was talking about this towards the beginning of the stream, that I just haven't played my Warden all that much on the server, even though it's still like my favorite class. It's my 3rd highest level character only. I'm not even playing it good right now. If I'm not like really focused on the combat, I can easily get distracted and not pay attention to my health, for example, or not full smart. I just kind of want to run through stuff and not pay all that much attention. But yeah, if I keep dying, I will definitely try to pay more attention here and go about this better. So this skill bar, since I switched, I need to get my potions back to where they should be. We need this one, and I have a rejuvenation potion. I see all these shields, but they're old ones I already replaced. Same with the javelin. The main purpose of the lore master, so lore masters kind of have 2 purposes, I would say. This one should be safe to run through here. But yeah, lore masters, they have really high AoE burst damage, but you don't get most of that until higher level. That's kind of the problem there. And then their other purpose is actually debuff supporting. So in some of the raids and harder content in LOTRO, lore masters fill in the support role and debuff enemies, greatly decrease their damage, and they can throw off some off heals and a few busts and things like that, but mainly debuffing enemies and just making them weak. And then on top of that, they can do high burst AoE damage. So they do have a lot of defensive spells, which goes with the debuffing. And they have a lot of dazes, which are, a lot of people call them mezzes because that's just what they're called, I guess. And on top of that, they do have a lot of AoE, but a lot of their skills have longer cooldowns, even though they're really strong effects, which leads to the whole burst damage thing. I'd like to pull this manslayer around him and get him out of line of sight and not pull any more mobs. So yeah, I'm definitely dealing more damage. It's just I feel like I'm taking more damage, but I don't know if I actually am taking that much more. But yeah, fights go like that if I can, because I don't have, what can I prep on this on redline? I can only prep the crit defense is actually pretty good from that. But I don't have the shield mastery skill in the red line. Oh yikes, I have, oh, he's a rare elite? Okay. That one I can actually kill, I just assumed, oh yikes, okay, hold up. I think we have more mobs, I pulled more than I thought I would. So this is the test. I just really wish I had Brink of Victory, just one more Gambit, Desolation. Just one more AoE Gambit that was not Warcry or Goad that would be useful, because I just hate spamming Surety of Death. Like, I'm just spamming the same dot so you don't really get all the dot effect. I would say that went pretty smoothly. Oh, there's the Penonka guy. I guess I just missed him earlier. I mean, lore masters, they are not a melee class, but they have 2 melee skills. They have one staff strike, which is like a short cooldown little melee skill, not the most useful. And then they have staff sweep at higher level, which is just an AoE version of that and does not all that much damage, but a little bit. It's actually, if you're in AoE DPS situation as the Lore Master, it's useful to use the staff sweep one actually. Yeah, it's always nice to get more LOTRO players. And since it is free to play, you do have, you also have quite a bit of content to decide really if you like LOTRO or not. So where'd the troll that we need to defeat go? I saw him running around earlier. I thought he ran up here. Maybe... I assume he ran up there more. I don't know, I kind of want to avoid these fights if I can. 449 armor, how much is that? That's not a whole ton of it. Not mean to use goad there. Yeah, I'll kill this troll and then kill that Pinoka guy. Hey, Starin. So I can put all my dots on like this, but I still feel like just Surety of Death spam is going to be better. Kind of curious though, I know I get Brink of Victory and Desolation pretty soon, and those would just be a significant help for me getting through this 2 specific gambits. But they would be really helpful. Maybe this will. That's a lot of agility on that. So yeah, we got some upgrade pieces. I think the bracelet's the biggest upgrade. Kind of curious if I could craft something better than that though on my... Well, I could probably tailor something now I'm level 32 as well. Okay, so we have a lot of the level 25 potions. Definitely don't mind using those, it's just a 2-minute cooldown. And this Defiler is going to be annoying for some reason. Or Bone Speaker. Anybody that looks like that and uses staffs and has some sort of green thing about their animation is a Defiler to me. Hey, Dan's Adventures. Start the coffee pot. I don't really like coffee, but if that's your thing, good luck with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for my morale because I do want to be safe here. I'm almost done with it. I just have this last camp left, but you can feel free to come by and I'll even run through if you have some of the quests left. I don't mind running through with you. The main thing I have to do, and just this hard part, if I go about it a couple times and can't do it, I definitely wouldn't mind. But thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Mosenrath. That should pop up on Streamlabs if this thing decides to work. Sometimes it doesn't work, so oh, it actually is popping up. So yeah, thank you very much for that, and glad you've been stopping by the stream. Hopefully this has been helpful for you to LOTRO, of course. I feel like I've been trying to convince you that it is a good game, and I do definitely think it's worth trying, so I hope you enjoy it as well too. Okay, now we defeated those trolls very easily. It's just gotta try to not pull the whole camp and not get knocked back. So that's what happened the first time. I was going through here pretty easily actually and got knocked back by one of the trolls into a camp of more elites. And that did not end well for me. Hold up. I'm tab targeting but can't tab target the one that's attacking me. Okay, I need to pick off this Manslayer while he's alone though. Because I think, oh no, he's not a part of the middle camp. That defiler over there is a part of the middle camp. Yeah, the quests don't actually take that long to get through. So it's not too big of a deal if I try to help. So I have to kill, I think once I even pull these 2 defilers, I'll have the elite master, and I have no idea how I'm going to handle that on this character. I just remember that being insanely difficult on Dinen, and that was before they nerfed the wardens a little bit. And he also, I think, had even better gear at this point. I need to craft this character some gear. My weapons are good. I mean, I have a teal javelin from the Warden class quest. That was an upgrade over the crafting one. And the teal crafted spear and a really nice shield, but some of my gear pieces, they just aren't up to where they should be. But yeah, I'll just keep trying this until you get on. Might as well go ahead and just try and pull it here and see what happens. Yep, the elite master is going to pull, so we gotta kite him some. Oh, yeah, I remember. That's why I pull the whole camp, because he pulls the whole camp. So I did the same thing on Dinen, actually. I didn't know he pulled the whole camp, and it looks like I forgot. So you'll be a couple minutes. I can, yeah, just continue going about this. If I need to do it with you anyway, I don't think I'll be able to handle that even if I do pull the whole camp, so we can do that. That way we aren't just doing the same thing over and over. I was actually going to ask the kin if anybody wants to come down. But yeah, that works pretty well. Which means if you're going to be on a burglar, I can probably switch to the blue line so I can do some more tanking, and if you'll be able to dish out some damage, I can focus on surviving a bit more. So yeah, we just need 16 more orcs, it looks like, for that deed, so we'll definitely be getting that done, I think. We also have wargs. I might go down to the north. I feel like I was going down to the south, but going up to the north to kill some goblins and wargs while waiting. That'll be something I can pretty easily do and get some deed progress while doing it. Best part of grinding mobs is Fulgurs in my cup. Let's see. I'm not familiar with what Fulgurs is. Oh, is that a coffee thing maybe? Wait. Hold up, I'll just Google it real quick. Fulgurs. Oh, Fulgurs coffee, yeah. Grinding mobs and drinking coffee, I guess. So wargs, we actually need 116 wargs for that deed. That's quite a bit away. And goblins, we're at 52 out of 120. That's also quite a bit away, but it's more manageable seeming than the wargs. I have some broken armor I need to repair. Died way too many times. This stuff seems really easy now. I just gotta be sure I don't actually pull too many mobs. I think because all these mobs just die so quick, they don't really have time to do anything to me. Which server is the good one again? You can already launch the game if you've installed it and downloaded it that quick. That's pretty fast for LOTRO. I think Arkenstone is a pretty good one. Landreval is also a good one for somebody new. Of course, I'm biased towards Arkenstone because it's the one where most of my characters are on. And Landreval is one of the other servers basically my off server. If I had like a main server, that would be my alt server. Just because it's a name you can pronounce. Yeah, there's... What are the server names? There are a few of the German and the French one. Those are a bit harder, but it's like Saranin and Belargear or something. And then you got Landreval, Evernight, Crick. What server is that? There's one that begins with a C, something like... Is it Crick Hollow? That doesn't sound right, but that might be it. What did we start at level 31 today, right? We didn't start at level 30, did we? Yeah, we started at level 31, so basically gotten a little bit over a full level so far, which is not too bad for what I've done. And we still have a couple quests to do and a couple turn-ins left. But yeah, as far as getting XP for this, definitely not bad. Another nice thing is I can actually do Garthic R1 now, and that will be another thing coming up stream-wise. If I don't have much time tomorrow to stream, I will do Garthic R1 on this character, unless I find something to do on my Runekeeper. Crick Hollow. What was I calling it? I don't even remember what I was trying to call it. There's also Gladden. That doesn't sound right either. Is it just Gladden? I should know these server names better. Yeah, there's also, I assume if you're just starting and we're able to get the launcher up, you'll have to run through a lot of updates for the game. And it'll take a while to patch, probably. LOTRO is honestly one of the slower installing games that I've played. Just because, probably because it's so old. At least partially. Wait. Do you have any ETA when you'll be about getting here, Dan's Adventures? I'm just trying to wonder if I should maybe head back to town or do something in between when you're getting here. The orcs? Yeah, the orcs one, that's the one that's close. Wargs is still quite a bit away. And I'll get a lot of these for doing Fornost. I don't even know most of the WoW servers, probably. I know Moonguard and Argent Dawn is the one I play on in that. Oh, it is Gladden. Brandywine was the one I was forgetting about. Brandywine has a lot of Russian players, if that matters to you. Okay, I was just kind of curious if I should head to like Estelden and do some vending and mainly repairing. If you can see my yellow armor in the corner. Okay, yeah, I'm actually right around there, so I'll stick to this area. But yeah, I definitely don't mind doing this to get the deed progress while waiting on the wargs. Oh man, Argent Dawn used to be one of the populated servers. There is swimming. There is no swimming underwater though. You can swim on top of water and that's it. Yeah, probably more like bounce around the water. I don't know, bounce around, but you can swim in it, you just can't actually Let's see. What was that going on about? You can't just actually swim underwater, I guess. You can float and swim above. So it actually looks like he's a little bit further in here. I don't know if he was here when I was complaining about all the food I needed, but I really have felt like I could be using food right now. I thought he might have some because he's a burglar and right around the same level, so he might have food for himself. 8 bone speakers. Okay, the bone speakers we can get in the tent area. 7 combatants. So the combatants are around here. Manslayers are also in the tent area. I don't know if you can hear me, if you can still hear me. Maybe it could be useful to do voice chat. The thing with voice chat, if you don't mind, I could set it up to where... That would take a bit though. But to where your audio is also on the stream. But usually what I've been doing, at least with the kin videos, is just changing the audio so they still hear the in-game sound. I can't hear the in-game sound at all, and okay, so some games your characters can't swim in water like at all. That's kind of weird to me. I don't know if I've actually encountered a game like that. My voice is delayed. I mean, it's up to you. I can join something like that. It might be helpful. So what all did he say you needed? Captain Schumbacher, 4 battle masters. I can't type right now. Okay, so he'll start a voice chat and I will join that. That means I have to actually put my headphones on.
Testing.
Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I need, yeah.
Okay, so
I need
I'm
4
going
more
to...
combatants. Oh, I hope you can't hear Nolan.
Yeah, your background audio is a little bit loud. I'm also echoing
Captain
in there.
Shumbatar.
Okay, so I'm going to can you hear me? Am I just on open mic for you? Hello? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I fixed my audio settings as well. So you all can still hear the in-game audio, and I am I'm in the Discord chat with Dan's Adventures Tugro here in the group. Yeah, I can hear you fine. Do you want me to put it on push to talk for you? Would that be helpful? Maybe. Maybe we're getting this working. Yeah, you all should still be able to hear me in the stream. I just don't know if Tugro here. If he can hear me. He had a lot of background audio and a lot of echoing. So I switched him to a different audio device, but I don't know. Wait, so now can you hear me? Hello? Okay, so I think I do have it on push to talk actually. Okay. So, are you fine with that setup if I just have it on push to talk? Okay. Okay. So yeah, now I can just talk to you all and I'll have push to talk. I need to talk to him, but hopefully this is still the setup with me streaming and trying to do the Discord chat. It doesn't always work out. I don't know, I guess it works out okay. I still need the Battle Masters. I actually still need the Battle Masters. I think they're kind of in this area. But if you want to head to whatever captain you need, we can get that. I also don't know if you need these siege things. Somebody. Okay. So. Where's Leroy Jenkins? That is a good question. I don't know, maybe he's somewhere in Middle Earth. Did you hear me just a minute ago? I think your mic is like opening, but if you're talking I can't hear you. Here's one of the Battle Masters. We're trying. Yeah, so I could. Yeah, now I can hear you. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I heard that noise and then, yeah. I was wondering what was going on. So yeah, I couldn't hear Tugro here, but we're set up. Nope. Okay, is he the one that's like on the far west side? Okay, we can head there. So we're going back to only, yeah, it's probably gonna be a while there. Maybe. I'm playing in the, yeah, you have Bob and Weave for that healing. They have nerfed the Warden healing so much now, I'm so weak with that. And I'm playing Redline right now. Oh, yeah, I thought you might because you're like the same level as me and we use the same stats pretty much. So, I am getting some food, it looks like. Thank you. This is like my only character I've had issues with not having food on. It's so weird. Do you still need to do like the siege and trolls quest? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the blue line and hopefully tank a little bit more. Although I don't know if that's the best idea actually. So yeah, we're basically gonna run through this again with him. I mean, I'm fine in red line. I don't care, just allow you to focus more on DPS and getting your quests done if you wanted. I'll switch back to red for a bit. And usually with the kin, I'm also not talking too much in the chat there, so it's not like mainly I'm listening to what's going on, especially because whenever I'm with them, it's instances and like planning stuff out, whatever we're doing. And there's Chatty here with questing. Oh, and he left that movie for me. So he was watching a Harry Potter movie. You left the movie for me? Or are you still watching it? Yeah, so I also found out, I see you have the Brewmaster title, so I found out I did that deed anyway just from doing the quest, so it kind of is what I was thinking it was, or could be. So yeah, the Brewmaster deed I did on my Guardian and the Shire. I just like naturally got that done questing. Oh. Man, that would have been annoying delivering even more stuff. Workkeeper. I still need the Battle Masters, only have 1 out of 6 of those. Here's a rare elite. Grish. Oh, he counts for my ward day too. The Burglar's debuff, so the Burglar, if anybody isn't familiar, they're kind of a debuffing class and they have one debuff that really helps with other people deal damage and just weakens the enemy's defenses a bit. Yeah, I wish some of them, like, I wish you could take to a taxidermist or something. But yeah, I really, could be a better setup. If he didn't have so much background noise, I could turn him on for this, but it's like way too much. It's even distracting me, but, oh, I got 1999 crit, almost 2k. Yep, here's your captain. And I feel like I was just here doing this. I mean, you could technically open with your fellowship maneuver. Okay, are we just headed around to different things? You'll want to probably get all the ones in this area and slowly make our way east. Okay. I really need to stop yawning, but repair my armor when we get back to town. Ooh, I still need Battle Master, so whenever I see one, I'm gonna kill some. Yeah, the Battle Masters, they're a little bit harder to find. I can open with a stun. The stun part of ambush is actually slightly useful. It's, well, more of a knockdown, but it works just like a stun that says knockdown, but they're effectively the same thing in this game. And I get to loot the chest here. I guess you all can see whenever I'm talking in the Discord chat when I have the little red thing play on my character symbol, because it's the same, I have the same like in-game voice chat. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think probably just head to all the siege craft and get that stuff done, then we can make our way to the Black Tide camp. That'll have all your manslayer things. Where? Is he in this camp? There he is. Man. Even for a fight like this, I mean, I know Redline's doing more damage, but just having the burglar in the group, and the burglar's a single target, which is also kind of weird, but having him helps with killing faster and giving me less to worry about. Did I not switch? Oh yeah, I forget that I'm actually Redline still. I already ate the agility one, but I won't mind it. How much vitality does it have? Okay, that's like, that's not too much. That's like 250 morale or something. I still think that would be better than agility though, but so if you have extra, I wouldn't mind it though. Okay, yeah, I'll take it then. So it looks like I'm getting vitality food now, which would be more helpful for me. The main stat for agility is just kind of very meh. Ooh, superior vegetable medleys. Do you have any like restoration food? That's what I feel like I could use the most actually. Like the power morale gen. Okay, that's fine. Meh. They still deal quite a bit, but not as much as they used to. I'm still just running around. If you have any of the siegecraft stuff to head to, I'll try to follow you a bit more. Okay, and I'm probably gonna be kind of getting done with this soon, probably within like half an hour. Okay. Yeah, I was just like seeing how late it was, and I do have some stuff I need to do and probably get going soon. So yeah, I was like, where is it? Okay, yeah, you still need the bone speakers. There will be a ton of those in the orc camp though. So yeah, I was planning on going probably about 2 hours for this stream or whatever I felt like, and it seems like, I guess it's been going 2 hours now, and yeah, I'm starting to feel tired. Like, I don't mind going through this with him, but... And if he can do it solo, kind of focusing on the harder stuff for us, definitely wouldn't be a bad idea at least. So we're kind of leaving. The Battle Masters are going to be a bit tough to get. I still have 3 Battle Masters, so those might take a while if you want to run around trying to get your siege stuff while I see if I find any of these guys. Yeah, which, I mean, the Battle Masters, they're kind of in this specific area where I think some of the siege stuff is, at least. So that's why I kind of want to hunt for them. And they're outside the orc camp, unlike everything else, where we'll slay everything you need. Oh no, that's not good if you forgot to turn on the coffee pot. Maybe you'll get your coffee eventually. Here's one. I'll wait for you to make sure you come get credit. Wonder if I got any improved virtues for finishing that deed. Nope, not looking like it. Justice, I see him where that's really bad. I'll make sure there aren't any others around, I guess. I was thinking the Battle Masters would be in that little orc camp, as I'm calling it, the Attack at Dawn area of this place. Congrats. But yeah, it's not looking like it, and we'll have to hunt out these Battle Masters a little bit. I don't know if he's gonna head here yet. I'm gonna kill one more mob while waiting, I guess. Okay. I always want to use Fierce Resolve. I should be. Is there any classes that have tracking? So hunters do have tracking. Not completely familiar with the system and how it works, but the hunters do have tracking. I'm pretty sure it's hunters. I'm like 99% sure. I don't really use it that much, but it does exist in this game on at least one of the classes, which again I'm pretty sure is hunter. Well, he brought a lot of friends. It'd also be really nice if I had Never Surrender now. So that Never Surrender is basically a Warden cooldown that prevents them from dying, and on top of that, if you get really low morale, it heals you a lot. Okay, now my shoulders are completely broken. They're red now. Okay, so I'm gonna try to. I don't know how many more Battle Masters you need. They're kind of the annoying ones because they're scattered throughout. But I just need 2 more. Okay. They're probably kind of easier for you because you can sneak around and specifically target them out. Where? I mean, I'll trust you, but I don't see it. And I looked at everybody here and didn't see one. Oh, there it is. I assumed there would be one because there was one here last time, but I just passed it up. Well, I guess I could have done green on his fellowship maneuver. Oh no, actually I got a bit close to dying there. You know, I might switch to the yellow line, honestly, and that's fine, we can go about them. You'll hopefully pull aggro for me because I'm just going to use defensive stuff. I still... Oh man, I'm not talking. I wasn't talking to you, but I still have heals. They're just so weak. They basically don't even heal, but... Well, that's not true. They almost basically don't heal, but they still heal a tiny bit. They do, like, the strongest one does maybe 300 morale now. How many more trolls do you need? Well, we'll get a lot of those in the camp. Yeah, we should definitely get 5 in there. I assume the main things you need are the Manslayers now. Is there anything else? The Manslayers and the Defiler Bone Speaker guys. Okay, there should be a Battle Master in here. Here's a Battle Master. Where am I? That game it seemed to be having some lag again. So lag in LOTRO is usually not too big of a deal. It's like a regular MMO as far as that goes, but this particular class, because of the sequence you have to use with the gambits, it has more of an effect if you mess those up, and I'm just having some weird type of lag with it. Like my gambits, the builders are still going off as they should, so sometimes they just don't even go off because you're lagging too much, like too high latency, but now they're going off, they're just going off on a long delay. Okay, so I'm ready to head into the camp and do Master of the Black Tide. I think if you haven't been there, you'll get 2 more quests once we go in. Oh, and here's another Battle Master, of course. Now I'm finding them all. Yeah. The burglars, they're the ones that are supposed to be sneaking around, and he just keeps bringing orcs to me. And then I do enough damage that I grab aggro when he can actually survive a lot more, which is really weird, not how it should be, but Wardens, man, they have really nerfed Warden survivability lately. Like, not even to the point where it's more balanced than it used to be, because they were way... we're going the right way, yeah. They were pretty strong and able to survive... Why am I even using Fierce Resolve? But survive stuff they shouldn't have been for a solo player. But now it's like overdone, kind of, to where a burglar's able to survive stuff even easier. And burglar's not really a class that traditionally shouldn't be able to do that all that well. And kind of similar with Guardian. Guardians they're able to survive stuff even though they're more defensive and less sustain. The Warden's supposed to be about sustain, and their sustain isn't that good, so they die easier than Guardians, which are the heavier tanky, and they can, in a way, tank more damage, but in like a longer AoE type fight. We're just keeping yourself alive. A Warden used to be better until they nerfed them so much in those regards. I'll try and let Tugro tank that guy for a little bit though. Yeah, the 2 bosses are up there a little bit more. One will be a troll along the way, but yeah, there's that big tant with all the orcs if you're familiar with it. Okay, well, you'll see the tough part coming up then. Oh, I have mine as Z. You loved your Blood Death Knight? Yeah, Blood Death Knight. So Death Knight, I used to like Death Knight a lot more, but then they kind of pigeonholed them into using certain weapons, and I love frost tanking actually, way back. I guess that was Wrath of the Lich King. I don't know when they did away with that, but I love tanking on frost. I'm about to die here, probably. Yeah, use one of those. Yeah, I kind of saw that happening. You don't have a res, do you? Okay, yeah, I'll run back. For some reason, also all my armor is damaged, so I don't know if there's a camp around here. Could spend the Mythril coins, but I really don't feel like it. Maybe I will since there's nothing around here. We're in the middle of this. So yeah, I'll just be right back up there. I should probably focus a little bit more on single target here and let Toguro take a little bit more of the tanking, but even then I might just draw aggro from something he's not hitting. That's not even that far. He's like, why put me all the way back here when I would normally expect to go around us Dol Dinen. But hey, Ninja 2 Master Pro. And yeah, all my armor was red, so we'll go ahead and repair that. I mainly used the mithril coins for travel, but in this situation I don't mind going ahead and using 2 here to repair my armor. Be mobile about it. I'm gonna bring a lot of works for you to tank. Here we are, I think. I don't even see you. You must be stealth. I'm gonna drag them up here so some might run away. Or all but one. Here's the other one. They had 3 on me at a point, but I might have even pulled more. I need to stop doing so much damage. That's pretty much my main problem. I'll let him do his burglary things. Apparently he's just gonna pull that one. Here's your Pakolka guy, by the way. Dual sword rogue? Ugh. No. Combat rogue was the worst. I still don't like the pirate, whatever it's called, that rogue, that much either. But yeah, I hated combat rogue. That was even worse than Frostmage by far. It was probably my least favorite thing in the entire game. Yeah, that one has nice quest rewards. I ended up getting that same thing. Oh yeah, you can't even block. Mine had, at least the other bracelet I have has will on it. My jewelry's awful. Yeah, I think I just need a little bit better gear also, and my Warden would be a lot stronger. Because compared to my other characters, I just don't have as good of gear, which, especially with the jewelry, how bad some of my jewelry is, does have an actual effect on my character. And a lot of my actual gear is a lot outdated and doesn't have that much morale on it. I could probably, if I crafted myself level 32 set of gear, I could probably have over 1,000 more morale, which I would be doing a lot better here solo. So that is one factor of me not doing so great here. Oh no, he pulled. Definitely going smoother with Toguro, but I still am pulling way too much aggro from all the damage I'm doing. Because I do a lot of damage. Not enough to kill them, like a lot of them before they kill me. I was doing pretty fine solo, it's just I pulled that huge camp of them when I forgot why I didn't just pull the boss. So we have to clear out this whole camp or the boss will pull the whole room, which we definitely don't want to happen. Also be careful because the trolls knock back and they can get you. This guy he's open right here. If you want to try to do the middle after this, you could daze one of those. It's just a group of 4, and whenever I do an AoE, I'll get aggro on everything. Okay. I don't know if he knew there were actually 4 here, but it's whatever. Sometimes it's very nice being a ranged-ish class. I can take out one of the ranged mobs if you want to daze one of the other ones. What? I couldn't even hear you. Your, whatever you're talking about, your audio's not playing on the stream. You had way too much background noise, which actually has quieted down quite a bit. Oh. So apparently his background noise... Oh, I'm still in the range stance. I love them. They're so much easier for me to kill. Yeah, it is a pretty versatile class. It's just it used to be so much stronger and I loved it so much. And right now they just nerfed a lot of the good things about it. Also, by the way, the bone speakers heal, so generally kill them first, but we shouldn't have too much issue with something like that. Okay, AoE time. Just being able to use Surety of Death just makes them die so much faster. Don't need... Actually, I'll roll on one of the power potions. Oh, that's a treasure cache. So it's going to pull the Elite Master at the same time, just so you know. I don't know if you can try to tank him and keep him away. I can definitely kill the Bone Speakers, but I'll probably take too much damage. Okay, so I'll pull them and then you can just get that guy. Do you have aggro on him? Oh, he can't hear me. Do you have aggro? Okay. Well, I got them. I'm just gonna AoE. I think we're safe-ish. Oh, you're stunned. It's crazy how much Burglar can survive with Bob and Weave in that one cooldown compared to Warden now. Because it's the same way on my Burglar, and the bleeds, they scale really poorly, but at low level they do a lot of damage at least. They just scale terribly at high level. But yeah, that's the Burglar problem. Their bleeds do a lot of damage at low level, but... Yep. Not for, at least for me, like 58 more levels. And you, I guess. We're in the same level. Well, that was it for me, yeah. Thanks for coming along and helping. I'm gonna craft this character some gear. I realized how bad my gear is. I can probably squeeze out over 1,000 more morale from the 32 set and some jewelry pieces. Yeah, it depends how many hides I have, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be making the 32 set for this character. Might as well make 2 of each. But yeah, do you want me to run out with you, or do you mind if I just muster in a Dol? Is it this? Okay. Okay, so you don't mind doing that by yourself? Okay. So he's... Alright, so he just has one... You spelled that orderly? Which game settings are a necessity? Okay, we'll get to that in a second, but... Yeah, he doesn't mind me just returning to Dol. He only has 1 class left anyway. Uh-huh. What? Oh yeah, no, it's just muster, it's not fellowship. So yeah, I can teleport myself, but I can't teleport him. Yep, that's pretty much why. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do these turn-ins. They're just on the other sign over here. To Dol, but I'll craft this character some gear, not on the stream here, and I guess this regular Tugger, aka Dan's Adventures from chat. But some necessary game settings. The first is to run on DirectX 9. DirectX 11 basically, I mean, it works, but you will likely crash and run into memory issues if you try, and it has really bad effects on your FPS. So yeah, running DirectX 9 is a good thing. That's more of a graphics setting. I really don't like high frill density. I don't know like what type of settings you plan to run on, but going full frill density I think is way too much. I prefer to have it down to like 20 to 30 maybe. Even though it's technically better graphics to have it at higher, I think it actually looks way worse and is well worse graphics, I guess. Some audio options, there's actually not much there. I have to turn the music volume down or I get copyright strikes for playing LOTRO here. My chat disconnected on YouTube, so I don't know, I might miss some messages. Let me see my dashboard, make sure I don't miss any, but yeah, it looks like everything else is working fine. Just sometimes I get random issues like that. UI settings, at least in this one, not really seeing anything in particular. Tooltip delay, I like enabling static place tooltips, and so you can press Control / when you get into the game, and that's how you can move different UI elements around. And like whenever I hover over a skill, it has that tooltip at the bottom right. I think World of Warcraft is kind of like that at the bottom right, so by default it goes right over your mouse, I think. And enabling static place tooltips is one of the, definitely one I like having a lot. A lot of these are still default that I haven't really changed, but these are kind of my settings if it helps for me to scroll through them at least. UI scale, I like setting the companion vital small, and I also like setting the radar small. So the radar by default is like really huge. Like it takes up way too much screen space to me near the default 1 size. I definitely prefer it around 86 there or so. And also raid vitals, they take up a lot of screen, so I make those a bit smaller. Don't know. Oh yeah, this doesn't apply to me, but I have it enabled. Combat options, don't really change much here myself. Social options, I mean, profanity filter I guess is the only thing. They'll put, I think like even, they just have some weird stuff in the profanity filter that some conversations just don't make sense. I also like changing raid, which I haven't done on this character because I haven't done raids. The default for raid chat is, I like making it similar to the WoW color, I think, kind of an orangish here. But yeah, the default is white for some weird reason. I don't like that. Quick slots, I enable all my quick slots. I don't like locking my quick slot bars, but that's an option. And yeah, you have 1, 2, 3 quick slots here at the bottom, and then the 2 extra ones. So this one's like bar 1, the control bar there, and then the alt bar. Ideally, I would switch all my keybinds for the shift to move it here to the first bar, but that would take a bit of getting used to and setup. I might do it eventually though. Don't like mouse look smoothing. I like it to be what I'm actually doing. Key mapping. I always change my auto run to the middle mouse button. I don't know, that's more of a preference though. Maximum frame rate. You can actually set what? I forgot they had these settings here. So at the highest setting, the game runs. Yeah, I definitely want that at the highest setting. Lower settings can help random system crashes and freezes. But yeah, the game actually doesn't even utilize my GPU or CPU nearly all the way. So yeah, I did disconnect from chat. I just saw your message. Wow, seriously, but I have no idea what that was to anymore. And yeah, max frame rate, we have that there. If you want to set, normally I'd actually limit that probably to 60, but I'm on VSync, so it's basically limited to 60 right now anyway. So yeah, those are kind of my settings and some of the necessarily ones, I guess. Hopefully I touched on those a little bit enough. I don't know if he's still in the voice here. Oh, that spear is... Actually, it's not too bad compared to the one I have. Mace isn't an upgrade, unfortunately. That's actually a nice staff. Could have used that on my Lore Master while leveling. I'll go ahead and finish that one. Oh, the copyright strikes for the in-game music. Yeah, they had... So I used to have a problem with in-game, like, birds chirping specifically. Like, whatever sound they used for birds chirping in this, it was really bad. And then, yeah, any of the music, because they have a producer, Chance Thomas, I think specifically, who, like, has his own music, even though they say you can monetize anything. Like, they've officially said you can monetize anything in the game whenever you do this. And whatever, and upload it to YouTube and stream it, and they have, like, a whole stream team even on Twitch. But... yeah, whatever issue with YouTube, more specifically, they, these are an upgrade, but I'll probably replace them. They definitely don't like me doing that. But yeah, I've had issues in the past with stuff like, in-game music with LOTRO as well, on top of specifically bird chirping, which is weird. I've also had, this isn't related to LOTRO really, but when there's no sound at all in the video, I've also had that like claimed from one of those like scam type companies. I don't know if scam is really the right thing if they're scamming anybody in particular, but non-legitimate. Where do I even want to go? I guess it's Dol Dinen. I have like 2 different things to travel to Dol Dinen, but I turned these in. We almost got level 33. And some things coming up, I guess. Why does YouTube randomly sign me out? Like, I don't really like other streaming platforms. I have the least issues with YouTube, oddly, even though I'm having a lot of issues right now in particular, and sometimes it randomly signs me out and stuff. But yeah, it basically is. But yeah, well, I've had videos that have like no sound at all for whatever period. I don't remember why. I think this happened to 2 videos, and there was just no sound, and they decided to try and claim that. But yeah, I don't have much else as far as this stream goes. We finished Dol Dinen. It's been going about 2.5 hours, and to wrap this up a little bit, I will do some crafting on this character, but other stuff coming up on this character specifically is I will be doing Gartha Garwin, and then Fornost as well, depending how much time I have tomorrow evening for my stream, or how long I feel like I will feel like going. Fornost takes a couple hours, and I want to be sure I have enough time, maybe 3 hours, just in case it does take a little bit longer, and Gartha Garwin's pretty short. Can probably get that done in around an hour or so for that one. So yeah, we have those 2 things coming up on this character, and I still have that thing coming up on my Runekeeper, which is another class I really like. And that character I will be going, I don't know, maybe I should keep it as a surprise. I haven't really actually gone through it. Maybe when it's closer I'll talk about it a bit more. But yeah, I do have something planned on my Runekeeper to be a mini-series of these streams. Craft jewel. Yeah, I'll craft jewelry. This character can't do that, but I have another one. But I was actually going to craft some artisan weapons for myself. Artisan weapons, level 32 weapons, basically. I think they should be an upgrade. Yeah, it looks like they will be an upgrade. And I have all these thin Lebathron boards in my vault on this character. Yeah, they are all right there. And I have the pristine leather wrapping, so we can actually just make this right now. And other stuff, Lore Master, if I find any in-game stuff to do, I'll run stuff on him. And this, I get so I don't like losing the mastery, but that is a lot of mitigation and morale. The weapon DPS doesn't matter as much for the javelin, but I do run yellows sometimes. So I'll make this and we can like test it out a bit. It's nice that I critted that on the first try. I don't know how much that'll affect, like 215 to 295 versus... I think I named these wrong. I don't know why I did that one poker. It still pokes, but... what? I forget. I named them something on my other Warden. I forget, but these are temporary weapons, so I don't mind if they're real bad names. So 217 to whatever. Yeah, I get like 2 more damage on the spear. But I do get more morale, definitely. That's actually like 500 morale. Yeah, I guess that is. It should be 200. Oh, it has 266 morale and the 41 vitality. I was wondering where like the extra 250 morale was going. You can name your crafts, it's just like an inscription. Some of them, if you get like the crit crafts at higher level stuff, you can inscribe them and yeah, name them. So this one just has the name Jabber. It doesn't really do anything besides give you that. So this, I get 269 to whatever. So my javelin, the DPS upgrades my javelin skills enough, but I lose, that goes to 12. I lose about 5 damage, so I definitely think the new javelin is worth it. Okay, so yeah, that is all I have to do for this. Again, some of the stuff coming up on this Warden and the Runekeeper, and that's all I really have planned for streams coming up. I do have to level a new character, a few new characters still, but as far as the classes I've already done, I've already done the ones I've really wanted to get to. I still have Hunter and Hunter, Champion, and Captain coming up. I think so. Maybe do those within the next couple weeks as well. Get all these characters made before Moria, maybe. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this stream. Mose and Wrath, you've been here pretty much the whole time, and we've been talking a lot of LOTRO and some of the new player perspectives, so that's actually been a nice change and pretty fun. But I hope you enjoyed this as well. And again, thank you for the $2 super chat. I do appreciate that. And thanks everyone for joining and watching this.